Fire signs. Hey, hey, hey. It's your girl, Fiery Moon. And I'm here to do your monthly reading for the month of March 2020. And as always, you know, this is a collective reading. So this is for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Please know that this could be, you know, for you, it could pertain to someone around you, or, you know, someone in your environment, or it may have nothing to do with you at all. Know that energy is vice versa or interchangeable. And also, time is fluid, so this could be past energy that has already passed for you, current energy that you are already in, and energy that may be to come for you. So, you know, take what resonates and leave the rest. And if it's not your story, it's just not your story this month. I'll be jumping in and starting off with the Energy Oracle deck. I will then follow up with the Mixed Emotions deck. And then the guidance or advice will be coming from Wisdom of the Oracle. Know that this could pertain to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, or any other, you know, sign placement that you have that is fire. So, you know, as always, just place it where it resonates. And let's see what's going on for the month of March. So in regards to the fire sign collective of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, what messages do we need for the collective of the fire signs to provide guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom? What messages do we need in regards to the fire sign collective of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? I will also state, you know, don't get caught up in the gender. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So, and a big part of the, you know, self-love journey, which is what I stress here on my channel, is knowing that you have to be, you know, in balance with both your masculine and your feminine energy. So it doesn't matter what gender you are. Okay. So let's see what's going on for the fire sign collective. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Right. So, bottom of the deck, we have man holding a coin, which is equivalent to, you know, a King of Pentacles energy in the traditional tarot. So this could be you or someone else. But, you know, the King of Pentacles, he is looked at as, you know, a stable king. He has, like, how do I want to say it, like, he's very practical. He also is, you know, I'll say, like, on the traditional tarot, he's, you know, surrounded by a lot of things. So maybe someone that, you know, is heavily in the material realm, whether that's, you know, money or, you know, collecting things. And up under that, we have indecision. So this could be you. You know, you could have an earth sign placement. You could be a fire sign with the earth placement, or an earth sign with the fire placement. You know, just take it where it resonates for you. But it looks like there's a choice to be made with indecision. Maybe you're indecisive about someone, or someone is indecisive about you. And then up under that, we have the woman holding a coin. So we have the man holding a coin and the woman holding a coin. So this could definitely be in regards to your masculine and feminine energy, or this could be, you know, playing out between you and another person, where y'all, you know, both share the same or are harnessing the same energy at this time. But this could also be like a work situation, like between you and your boss, or you and a coworker, you and a family member, you and a friend. So take it how it resonates. But there looks like, you know, there's some indecision there, and it is in regards to the cornucopia, which is, you know, to me in this deck, the 10 of Pentacles. So it could be in regards to work, that represents work, family, a family situation, stability, you know, so structure, right? So let's see, this is just the bottom of the deck, and I love it already. It kind of ties into almost a water sign reading, just off of that bottom of the deck energy. So even if you have water placements, you may be dealing with a water sign. You might want to check out that reading also. So what messages do we need for the collective of the fire signs? Two that came out together. Messages do we need for the fire sign? Any other? It's too many spirit. And less cards. Any other messages for the fire sign collective? See what we got. So we got the Temple. Oh, this isn't the first card. Let me go back. So we had two that came out together. I thought I had already given these, showed these cards, but this is definitely what I can attest to feeling right now. Like someone's feeling very impatient. And with that, we have victory and patience that has come out together. And just off of this energy here, I'm feeling like, I don't know where this energy is coming from, but like a wanting to win and maybe feel like you're running out of time. With the patient card and coming out with victory. Victory to me is like a Six of Wands energy, which is fire energy. But, you know, and, you know, fire energy is, you know, fast. So it's like wanting to charge forward fast. But with coming out with the patience card, I'm feeling like a lot of impatience. After that, we did get the family card. So this is like the 10 of Cups. So this could be in regards to the, you know, a family situation or something that, you know, holds emotional value to you. We did have the cornucopia card that came out, which was the 10 of Pentacles. So it definitely could be in regards to family, but it could also be like, you know, your work family, your, you know, it could be your real family, your work family, your friend family, connections that you have. And then after that, we have the Temple Path, which to me, this is like, speaking to like where you're headed or where you want to go. It is a very spiritual card. I almost feel like you're trying to like force a path that may not be for you, or you're trying to push something along to get here, like almost like marriage or like commitment or something. I'm not, that's just what I'm feeling. Then at the bottom of the deck, we have financial constraints, which is, it speaks to, being financially constrained. So you may have like, or you may be in a situation where there's a lack of finances at this time. Under that, we have attachment. So you could have almost like an unhealthy attachment to money. We did have the King and Queen of Pentacles, or, the man and woman holding a coin that came out, and an indecision in the middle, which can, I feel like, how can I word this? Like you could be in a connection that is solely for money, which would be an unhealthy attachment. And it, right now it could be facing some type of financial constraints. And it could be a job as well. Because then, under that we have community. Which can definitely be like a work environment or your social environment. But I'm getting off of this card, it's almost like pertaining to like how you're seen in the community almost. But we'll see what's going on, see what comes out. So in regards to this energy and spread, what messages do we need for the fire sign collective? For the month of March. What messages do we need for the fire sign collective in the month of March? Messages that you need for the fire sign collective of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for the month of March. What messages do we need? So, bottom of the deck energy, we have shy. And right off of that, I'm just feeling like there may be, or this could be you or this could be someone else. But it almost feels like . I'm feeling like the hesitant, it says timid, hesitant, or reserved. But I almost feel like, how can I put it? Almost like a scared energy off of this card. Not really shy, but like almost like a kid that got caught doing something or trying not to get caught. Because under that, I feel, well, up under that, it says respectful. And then we have frustrated. So with this energy here, this could definitely be in a connection that you share with someone. But there's some frustration behind, you know, whatever situation this is. Respectful says differential, courteous, and admiring. And then frustrated says prevented, hindered, or blocked. And that frustration card could definitely be tied to this financial constraints. Like almost like something is tied up or like being brought to a halt or a stop. I don't know, let's see. What messages do we need for the Fire Sign Collective? Messages do we need for the Fire Sign Collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Messages. A lot of twos, a lot of cards coming out in twos. So we have resistant that came out with compassionate. And we have, this is a strong one, hateful that came out. And then we have overwhelmed and afraid that came out together. Then we have hopeful and peaceful. Frustrated, and then we have unfulfilled. Bottom of the deck, we have fulfilled with embarrassed and respectful as the overall energy. So right now, just with that energy on the bottom of the deck, I'm almost feeling like I really don't want this to sound like harsh or judgmental, but there's almost an act being put on to show like almost like everything is good, like you are fulfilled, satisfied, self-actualized, and realized. But I feel like that is just surface. Coming out with the embarrassed card, it says self-conscious, awkward, and exposed. And I feel like like I said, there's like trying to force something that's almost not as it seems. Because with resistant and compassionate, it's like either you or, you know, someone else could be resisting or not, or no longer given to a situation. Because resistance says rebellious, defensive, or closed off, and compassionate is empathetic, caring, sympathetic. And it's almost like someone is resisting being this way with you, or you're resisting being this way with someone, or, you know, a situation. But coming out with hopeful and peaceful, it's like you're hoping for the best. Like you want to try to resolve the situation and bring it back almost into like a peaceful state or balance. Or it's, I can't describe what I'm feeling right now. It's almost like a projection, like this is what you're wanting, like you're wanting to project. Because, and that came out under victory and patience. Under the happy family, we received the hateful, hostile, vengeful, and spiteful, with the frustrated card. And it says prevented, hindered, or blocked. So it's almost like I feel like a bratty, angry energy, maybe in regards to a situation, you know, a connection that you have, whether with people, one person, your job, family, and it's like you're like almost upset that it's not almost going your way. And then coming out under the temple path, because the temple path could also be like something, a home, or, you know, a business that you share with someone, or something that you share with someone. And like I said, I felt with the bottom of the deck when we started, the shy card was almost like a scared or afraid energy. And that what came out under the temple path was overwhelmed and afraid. And overwhelmed says swamped, inundated, burdened. And then scared says, or afraid says fearful, scared, or terrified. So I don't know, I feel like whatever this temple path represents for you, it's like I said, I just feel like there's a force. I hate to sound repetitive, but like you're forcing something to be that's not supposed to be. And then with the unfulfilled card, it's like you're not happy anyway. But then with fulfilled on the bottom, it's like you want to seem like you are. Like everything is okay. Like, I don't know. This victory card is really like jumping out at me. I want to dig a little bit deeper. Because, you know, it could also, you know, say that, you know, on the flip side, because energy is vice versa, interchangeable, and there's a spectrum. So it could be like, be patient. Your victory is coming. What you want You could be about to move into a happy family situation that's, you know, the right path for you. If you're not already in something, if you're in something, it's the storyline that, you know, that I've been reading off. But I want to look at the victory card. Tell me about victory. So we have powerless and resentful. That came out for victory. And it's like paralyzed, or powerless says paralyzed, ineffective, or weak. And resentful says indignant, offended, or bitter. And that's really what I feel like. Someone is really, either you or someone else is upset in whatever situation this resonates for you. Because clarifying the victory card, like it's wanting to win at all costs, but it's like you don't have no control over whatever situation this is, and you're upset about it. And then we have vulnerable at the bottom, which says defenseless, unprotected, and helpless. Like, this could definitely be how you're feeling. But the cards are saying, like, but it's like you're trying, I don't know why I'm getting like this is an act. Up under it, we have the free card that says liberated, independent, and unburdened. So maybe you're trying to act like the situation is not phasing you. Because up under that, we have depressed. So it's almost like what's being shown is not really what's going on. Depressed says empty, numb, and withdrawn. And that speaks to this unfulfilled card. And if this is in regards to like work for you, it's like whatever, like something could have happened at work to where, you know, maybe you're not getting enough hours. Or, you know, anything could be going on with work, you know, especially in the times that we're in right now. So I don't want to speculate. Let's look at the hateful card. Ooh, that just came right out. Yeah. Hateful card. Clarifying that, we have irritated and comforted, annoyed, aggravated, and bothered, but reassured, consoled, and nourished. It's like, it's almost like, do you want to be taken care of? Or you want someone to take care of you and they're no longer doing that? Because I'm also feeling like a pulling back energy, where you're trying to go forward. The other energies, person, place, or thing is like pulling back. Because irritated and comforted, that's almost like opposite energy as well. Like you're mad because, or you know, irritated, upset, because whatever the situation is not going your way. And you want to be like, maybe you've gotten used to a certain comfort that's no longer there. Because then on top, under that, we have regretful, remorseful, sorry, and repentant. And with this energy, I'm just feeling like kind of like, you know what you're doing, or, you know, the other party energy, whatever, knows what they're doing. And I honestly feel like there is no remorse. It's almost like I want what I want. So let's look at afraid. Because I do feel that scared energy, but you're only afraid or scared if you've done something. This is what I said. Ashamed and inspired. Like, this is some contradictory energy. I haven't seen anything like this before. And ashamed says unworthy, disgraced, and humiliated. And then we have inspired, moved, stimulated, or challenged. Clarifying the afraid card. And off of that inspired card, I'm just feeling like there was a plan. Maybe there was a plan you had. And now you're ashamed because maybe you've been, found out. Maybe the plan unraveled. Because ashamed coming out with inspired is like, if you're inspired, why would you be ashamed about inspiration? But you see how he's also writing, so that's why I'm feeling like a planning energy. Because then we have embarrassed at the bottom of the deck again. But it's like, I'm still feeling like you're not happy in this situation either. Let's look at this, and then that'll be the last card we clarify before we get the guidance or advice. Tell me about unfulfilled. Why is unfulfilled here? I know this could be you or the other party. Place it where it resonates. Don't get fixated. And if it's not your story, it's just not your story. Yeah. So unfulfilled is like regretful, remorseful, sorry, and repentant. And then we have encouraged, heartening, emboldened, and supported. Like, again, this contradictory energy coming out with unfulfilled, and that just feels like whatever you may have done or whatever someone may have done to you or whatever the situation is, it's almost like this encouraged. I'm feeling like that wanting to win. Like, I don't think there really is no regret or remorse. I don't know why I want to say just own it, because whatever it is, bottom of the deck, we have desperate, which is frantic, out of control, and need, followed by disappointed, disillusioned, defeated, and let down, and then exhausted. Fatigued, drained, or spent. It's like whatever, whether you were like you had a plan or someone else had a plan and it's not going according to that plan, whatever it is, because it's almost like like I feel like there's an awareness of this because it feels like a projection of something that is not. It's tiring you out, like it's wearing you down. And it's almost like you don't want to face this disappointment. So it's almost like you're holding on for dear life. Because then we have longing up under that, which is yearning, wistful, and homesick. Like you're wanting this situation to go in almost in your favor. You want to win. To the point where you're trying to, hold on. Like, it is almost like a desperate energy. And this is, you know, no judgment, but that's just what I'm feeling, like almost like a facade. And that could be why that attachment is there. You know, we've seen that on the bottom of this deck, like it's an unhealthy attachment that you have in regards to money, or you're feeling like you have to hold on because of money, or you're staying in the situation because of money. Like, it's almost like without this situation, it's like I almost feel like, what am I going to do? Because you want to show yourself to people like you're this prominent person with the door to value. And with the first chakra and all tied up, the first chakra represents the root chakra. This is almost advice to like get grounded, because you're stuck in something. And again, when I see this all tied up card, it just reminds me like she's all dolled up, but she's stuck. So what's the purpose? But we're gonna pull the guidance or advice. Because this was wild different. What's going on, fire signs? Like, it's like you're trying to make something work that doesn't make you happy anyway. Like, I don't know. This is different. But you guys hear how I set the intentions for the cards. So obviously Spirit needed this message to get out for someone, even if it's just one person. But let's pull the guidance or advice. What guidance or advice do you need for the collective of fire signs? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What messages do we need for the collective of fire signs for the month of March in regards to this energy spread? What guidance or advice do we need for the collective of fire sign? Aries, Leo, and Sag. What guidance or advice do we need for the collective of fire signs? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for the month of March. I felt this card too. I'll do one more. This is crazy. Thank you, Spirit, because I already felt that card. Bottom of the deck. Not for you. So whatever the situation is, it's like it's not for you. And this could be something that's going on right now with the here and now card, or it's telling you to, you know, be present, you know, in whatever the situation. Like, I almost want to say be realistic, because then we have unfinished symphony with the, with message in the bottle. And the unfinished symphony, that has an air of, you know, almost like there's somewhere else for you to go. You have something else that needs taken care of. Somewhere else outside of this situation. Almost like an unfinished business card. And with message in the bottle, you can definitely be receiving the message. Because whatever, like this path that you're trying to force is not your path. And it may require you to isolate and be, by yourself for a while. Because there's some, cleaning up that needs to be done. I'm feeling guided to read the Unfinished Symphony card to you guys. Because normally I just read these, intuitively. But I'm feeling guided to read this one for you guys. And then with it being a number 10, that's, a completion. So this cycle is just about like it's done. Whatever is done is done. And it's like you need to move forward. You need to almost like let go. Because it's like you're holding on to something that is not serving you. So let's read this. And I'll read all of the messages for this, because, I don't know what message maybe, needed to be heard. So we have Unfinished Symphony. The essential meaning, Mercury. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. The oracle message. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it is important that you come to terms with where you are now. I'm telling you, Spirit be coming through. There's that, here it is, that here and now. Look at that. Take inventory, practical, radical acceptance. And I just said, be practical. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can fully end on a high note. The relationship message. Moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if it's only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. The prosperity message, confirmation. Prosperity message. Make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. Perhaps you've created something special that will increase your sense of abundance and bring you opportunities for your wealth. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. Now is the time to put your nose to the grindstone and complete the tasks that have accumulated. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, hand in an assignment, complete a work of art. Tie up loose ends so you can move forward with surety, knowing you're on the prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. The protection message. When unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it is a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It's not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. Wow. There we have it, fire signs. I mean, there really is nothing else to be said. I mean, it's like we almost have both sides of, you know, the spectrum here. If you're trying to force something, the cards and, you know, Spirit is saying that it's not for you. The best course of action is to, you know, be present and ultimately, like, let it go. It may harbor some disappointment, but it's like you're exhausting yourself in doing so. And if this is something, you know, that even if it's in regards to work, it's like, don't fear that you'll be at a loss financially. It's like you need to formulate a plan, or even if something happened at work, you need to formulate a plan so that you can, you know, move forward. It may take some time. Nothing happens overnight, but you'll be fine. Or, you know, this ashamed and inspired energy almost makes me feel like maybe you know, you're being hard on yourself because you don't know where your creative attributes lie. But Spirit is trying to get you on that path so that you're not afraid and overwhelmed of. It's almost like trying something new because you've been sitting in like something that, you know, is seemingly comfortable, but from the cards that came out here, like, it's not. It's like almost like you tolerated it. Because this right here is a contradiction, like. But, you know, take what resonates, leave the rest. I do thank you all for tuning in with me. And, you know, like I said, if it wasn't your story, it's just not your story this month. But, you know, we'll see what happens next month. All right, so I thank you all for tuning in with me, and I will see you all on the next one. All right, later.